Hello again, my Zen friends. I am Zen Woodsman, and I hope I am catching you on a peaceful journey to Zen with me. And today we are going to have an episode of Cast Iron Cooking. And so if you have the time and you are at a place where you could join in on the cooking, we're in for a tasty treat. We're going to do a breakfast for dinner, and what we are starting with today is some pork breakfast sausage. Now, we did take some steps at the beginning to marinate this pork. This is just your normal grounded pork, and so what we did is we took this is my little brown book of recipes here, 2 teaspoons per 1 pound of meat. So 2 teaspoons of brown sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of dried sage, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, a half teaspoon of black pepper, an 1/8 teaspoon of garlic powder, and an 1/8 teaspoon of dried thyme. And if you like a little bit of spice, you can use a pinch or to your liking of cayenne pepper. And so, you know, the spices I like to play with, I used a little bit of my cayenne to mix in. And so what you want to do is you want to take the pound of meat and mix it all together really well. Just mix it thoroughly. And then I left this overnight in the fridge. And so now I'm ready to shape my breakfast patties. So we'll just take a little bit at a time here. And let's see, for the size of a patty, maybe just about a golf ball size. Roll it up. The parchment paper to keep it nice and flat. Just kind of press out your circle, thin to win. Thin to win. Shape your little patty. And while we're at it, we can go ahead and preheat our nice low temperature. Always low, slow and low. Yeah, and we've got our skillets here. We're gonna make the breakfast sausage, and I thought another special treat to kind of add along today, we would make some omelet to go on the side. So just a nice little breakfast for dinner. Alright, so now you've got your patties ready. Still probably don't have the heat. It's been heating. You can feel a little bit of the temperature rising. Before we get started on that, we can go ahead and do a little bit of prep on some of the sides that we're going to put inside of our omelet. So I like to start with a little bit of onion. Got our onion here. A little bit goes a long way. Take that outside layer out. Let's see, this big one here. Let's just go ahead and take just a little slices of fresh onion here. It doesn't take much. Alright, to slice your onion, just little tiny slices of your onion will work. Again, you're just making an omelet inside the small skillet. So it'll be a half circle folded over. Got your oil heating up. So you take bacon bits, see all kinds of things. I used to put jalapenos, chop up some pickled jalapenos. Money where my mouth is here. Let's see if I can. We pickle our own jalapenos here, cut them up. Ooh, but it'll give your omelets a little kick if you like that. If that's the type of flavor you're going for, please cut them up, put them inside your omelet. Oh yes, anything goes. Any flavors you might want to be adding to it, anything goes. So we got our onions there. Next up, I like bell peppers. Bell peppers, they don't have that kick to them. I'm gonna take some of these bell peppers here. Oh look, we got some already chopped up from last time. Let's go. We will waste nada. Let's use some of them from last time. Oh yes, my friends. Use some of them that are already chopped up from last time. And we can always save some more for later. Alright, let's give these last ones a little chopperoo. This is a yellow orange bell pepper. They were out of the green bell peppers at the store, and we do not have any of ours grown in yet. Emphasis on the yet. We will have our own fresh from our plants out there that you've been introduced to before. So, alright. Feel some heat now. So while that heat's coming in, we're going to go ahead and wash our hands again, but we're going to touch these right now. We're going to go ahead and put these in the skillet, the big skillet here. Start letting some of this fry up. If you don't hear the sizzle right away, it's not a problem. Your pan will continue to heat up. Let's see, we can do about 4 this time. We'll do 3 on the next round. And then wash your hands again. You can turn the heat up a little bit to get that sizzle started if you'd like. Now, mushrooms. I love me some mushrooms. I wish I could find me some of those morels in the woods right now. They haven't, it's been about 3 springs now where I have had not so much luck in the woods finding morel mushrooms. When I do, believe me, I will share it with you. Alright, some mushrooms. Portobellas, regular mushrooms, white mushrooms, just regular mushrooms from the store. Everything goes good in that omelet. And there you go. I turned it up to about a 5 instead of a 4, and then now we've got a little bit of the sizzle starting with the meat. Breakfast sausages. Just nice little cuts. Take your time. Slow and steady wins the race. Enjoy yourself. Breathe in, breathe out. Let some of those negative things go that have been pushing down on you. So now we've got our plate of some sides here that we're going to have in our omelet. So, got a couple of eggs from our chickens. You can go ahead and get them ready to go. Just crack number 1 into your container here. And number 2. And wash your hands again. Alright, now we just need a fork or something. And we're going to go ahead and beat them up real good. Nice and scrambled. And you all know how I love playing with my seasonings here, so I'm going to take some Cajun seasoning, and that's what I'll do for my omelet. Just sprinkle a little bit of Cajun on it here and there as I cook. So, get that ready. As we've been doing all this, our first set of sausages should be starting to brown on one side. There we go. Now we got some seasoning to use. Save our eggs. Save all that we've prepared now for our omelet. There we go. When you flip that meat, flatten it back down. It'll get that nice golden brown color on the side. Just start smelling breakfast sausage. Oh boy, all them seasonings coming together. Nice sizzle. So yeah, we went ahead and left the meat on a level 5 burner. So, and you can see some steam rolling off of our other side here. So, what I'm gonna do is wipe this off real quick. here. So I guess what I could do is go ahead and get started on the insides. Just throw them in to give them a nice little cook. Oh yeah, there goes that sizzle we like. That's a level 4. Just a little bit of oil. We just want them to get a little tiny bit of some sizzle, so they can get a little head start on the cooking. So you'll notice I just barely set them in there. I'm going to take a little bit of seasoning now, sprinkle them on. Okay, and take a little bit of that seasoning that you want it, put it in your egg. Mix that back up some more. Keep that there to the side. And then, once they've had a little sizzle, go ahead and try to drain that grease right back out and save them for put on the insides. It does not take long, folks. You want a little crunch left in your vegetables so that they're not just all slimy. They will cook a little bit longer when you put them back in the center of your omelet. Alright, you want to save some of that good oil down there for when you start your egg. Oh, yummy. All the flavors start hitting your nose. Try to save that oil. Look at all that oil. See if I can get some of that oil back in here. Let me get some of that oil back in there. Yeah. There we go. Try to pull them last few pieces out of there. Take your time. Nothing but time. Level 4 cook. Now these sausages should be coming along mighty fine here. All right, and we still got our layer. That's what you want, just a little bit of sauteed insides. You have your little bacon bits in there. We can even have some sausage mixed in there. Now while we're here, take a look at these. We'll turn that down to a level 4. I usually always like cooking at a level 4. Now that we have our sizzle, flip them again. See if you got a little bit more of that fried darkness on the outside. We do. Let them sit. Those are almost done. And at this point, we can take our egg and put that in our other skillet. You want it to coat the entire bottom layer of that skillet. Now while that's in there, egg cooks super fast. You can turn that heat off. Now we're going to take all the insides. We're going to put them on half the egg. Almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Put that nice and evenly spread in half the egg. Now, and we're going to take some cheese. We've got some shredded mozzarella and cheddar here. Any cheese you like or prefer. All right. So now what we want to do is you'll notice that the egg is slipped and there's still some uncooked, which is just fine. It will cook more when you flip this egg over. It becomes a nice little half. Don't worry if it breaks. It's all going to melt together anyway. So now you've got a nice half omelet there. That's a whole omelet. The heat is dying down. So at this point, you can just try to work on getting one flip on it. You can cut it in half and flip it, or you can just try to flip the whole thing. All right, we're gonna let that sit there as it cools off and just continue to cook. That way it can cook slow and steady, because slow is the way to go. All right, now these sausages are probably done at this point. We're gonna go ahead, yep, there's that nice little browning you wanna see on them, that nice little crispy brown. You'll smell breakfast sausages. Ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a treat. Oh yes, my Zen friends. We are about to eat and be eating good. All right, now While that's there, nice and hot, go ahead and cook up the rest of the sausages. If you need to, you can start another omelet. Nope, wash your hands. But if I ever am cooking for more people, you can do 4 eggs and just use twice as much of everything and use the big skillet. And then you could always, cut that omelet. This omelet here is so big and thick. I'm gonna flip it one more time. Look at that. Let me show you that. You turn the heat off, it's still cooking. Look at how that cheese just browned on that omelet. Oh, yummy. All right. And you just cut that in half. It'll probably feed 2, right? That's what I'm going for today. All right. So now that omelet's been sitting there, the stove's been off, still sizzling a little bit. It's not gonna burn on you. These sausages are gonna take a little bit more time. That omelet is now done. We're gonna take that off, slide it right up here. Oh yes. Now, the presentation. We are done with that skillet. Now you got yourself a nice, let me go ahead and cut that just so you see the insides of it. Okay. A nice egg omelet with some breakfast sausages. So, thanks for joining. I hope you were cooking along and get to enjoy the flavors, savor the flavors of the palate explosion. Until next time, as always, stay zen, my friends.